Mitro and Bandhuvo, welcome to South Asia Maps. South Asia Maps is an intellectual Kshatriya's channel, education channel. This is your presenter, Dr. Reddy. Mitro, we are continuing our fascinating series of RayalaSeema, that is the ceded region or ceded district of Seem, Andhra Pradesh. We are talking about a very important historical region of Kadapa district in RayalaSeema. This is part 57 of RayalaSeema series. And you are aware already we have RayalaSeema series. This series, a playlist of our YouTube channel, is dedicated bringing a deeper knowledge of RayalaSeema region. We are talking about this part 57, RayalaSeema Geography, Kadapa District. And previous RayalaSeema series I have already uploaded and you can look at them. Mitram, if you are new to my presentations and I have posted as of January 2024 more than 480 or so videos at our YouTube channel, that is South Asia Maps REddy. It covers a broad range of Indology, geography, history, culture, human ecology. You can find them and you can listen to them to know about Mother Bharat. Today we are talking about the Kadapa district, geographical regions, physiographical regions. Geography, especially physiography, part of geography, how the land physically looks like, it will tell. That means the elevations, the valleys, the Maidan, the plateaus, the plains, the peneplains, the gorges, the passes, the water bodies, rivers, tributaries, distributaries, and so on. That means by looking at this, it will give you a different perspective of the land. You will get a deeper understanding. So this is the Kadapa district. You can see here. This is just the political map of Kadapa district. This is the physiographic map we are going to talk. Then we will correlate these two after at the end of this presentation. This is not to say this is wrong or this is right. This will give you a different perspective and I will navigate you through the various different maps so that you will get a broader three-dimensional view of the land, Prithvi or Bharat Mata of that particular region. The people who are living there, they will understand more the fascinating land they are living. And if you're traveling in this area or you are from Telugu speaking states, you will get a very good understanding of this. Excuse me. As usual, as I told, I will be bringing to you the historical map. This is the map. This is the atlas. I got it around about 1945. Sorry, 1995 or so. Most of these maps are from this atlas. So that means essentially you are looking at the historical maps of 50 years back or so. You can say 1975, even 1960s, like that. Now, this region has bifurcated into Kadapa district and Annamaya district, but that is not the important part. Simply, politicians draw the borders doesn't mean the land will not change. Like Radcliffe Award, that is the Darul Ilam and Darul Islam and Darul Mumin, Darul Harb, like that. But it's the same Ravi line or the partition line. The land is the third Parker, and although district still will remain the same. It's the political administration. So, what are the region we are talking about is This is the region we are talking about. So this is the map of Deccan, South India, south of Narmada River, Tapti River, or Burhanpur Pass, or Khandwa region somewhere here. That is the Nimad region. This is the Madras Channapatnam is our landmark. Pulicat Lake. This is the district. The Kadapa district is the heartland of RayalaSeema. We are talking about today. These are the some of the you are aware that before I have discussed the broader round of 23 or so geographic regions of Rayalaseema. You can find it in this particular series, part 5, and also other series of micro regions. So now we are looking much broader, the deeper aspects. That we are taking the district of Rayalaseema and talking about the Kadapa district. And I will just expand this part so that you will have at one place all of these things so that later you can correlate yourself. So Kadapa district, say India, you take around about 3200 units, that is 1000 square kilometers. Among 3200, you can give the former Dogra state of Maharaja Hari Singh 222, Purbi Punjab, the East Punjab 50, Rayalaseema 65, and you make the Rayalaseema 4 or 5 district, that means 15,000 or so square kilometers, 15 units. Bharat 3200, Punjab 50, Haryana 44, and now Simandhra Pradesh 160 and Rayalaseema 65, and that means the surface area for Kadapa district is 15. That is 1.5 times bigger than the island and nation of Cyprus. That includes both the Turkish part as well as the Greek part. So it's a very big geographical area, and this is the geographical regions we are going to talk about today. This is the Kundu Valley. Kundu is the river that originates from the eastern part of Eramala. This is the Kundu River. Kundu, major urban center in that area is the Nandyala town, and that is also called Nandyal Valley. So northern part of Kadapa districts, that is the Kundu River Valley or Nandyal Valley. That imperceptibly merges in the Produttur region also, as well as in the Jamalmadugu region with the Kadapa Penna Basin. See here, the Penna Basin has a sub-basins. Penna is a river, Pinakini River, the sacred river. Number 2 is the Kadapa Basin here. Number 3 is the Pulivendula Basin. Number 4 is Tadipatri Basin. 2, 3, 4. So this is the broader Penna Basin. So the Kadapa Basin centered around the Kadapa region and Maidko region and so on. The Pulivendula Basin is the southern part overlooking the Sesachalam Mountains and Muschukota Mountains. Maganeru River, that is a tributary of Chitra, Papagni River joins here. This is the Pulivendula Basin. Not why I have included the Tadipatri, even though this is in the Anantapur district, is to make the things much broader. Tadipatri, then it merges the railway line to railway Kondapuram. Kondapuram is actually in Kadapa district. So we brought it to make the story complete. So we have the Kadapa Basin and Pulivendula Basin and Tadipatri Basin, that is the Penna River Basin. Then we have the Kadapa Ranges, a series of mountains in the eastern part. Number 5, you see the Nalamala mountain ranges here, Nalamalas. Nalamalas, they jet out of Srisalam Plateau and they are the border between the Nandal Valley and Badwel Valley or Saglir Valley. You see Nalamala ranges number 5. Further south, they are called Lankamala ranges. You see number 6. Lankamala ranges are close to north of Penna River. This is the Pinakini River. You see, this is the Pinakini River. excuse me, this is the Chitravati river, this is the Papagni river. So, so Nalamala ranges here, eastern part is Velikonda ranges, this is the Nellore Payangar. So, 5, 6, 7, these are the mountains, eastern Ghats, Turpu Kanamalu. They are given like different names in different parts of Rayalaseema region. Then we have Sagileru Basin. This is the basin. The river called Sagileru flows here. It merges or joins with Penna River because the prominent towns are Badvel and Pormavilla and so on, downstream of Gidaluru town. So sometimes it is called Badvel Valley or Badvel Basin. So number 8. Then the Rajampeta Basin further south. The Cheyeru River flows here, Cheyeru Basin. This is the Rajampeta Basin. Rajampeta, Anandarajpeta, Chitwell and Kodur, Railway Kodur and all those urban centers reside in this valley. That is the Rajampeta Basin, Sagileru Basin. Then you have Yeramalas are the broader mountains. I have divided into 5 parts based upon the prominent urban centers. That is the Patikonda branch, Betamcherla branch, Auk or Belem branch. As a part of Kadapa district, a southern portion of Yeramalas is the Kolimigunla branch and Kondapuram branch. 10 is this is the Kondapuram railway station Kondapuram branch. This is the Kolimigundla branch. You can see in the Jamal Madugu region and the Gandipeta Gorge and all those regions. 10 and 11 here. Then these are the Sesachalam mountains. You have to keep in mind, I have stuck to this convention. We call this Palakonda ranges, Eastern Ghat. This is the Sesachalam. This is Muchukota. Sometimes these Palakonda ranges are also broadly referred to the Sesachalam. So the Lord Venkateshwara shrine, Tirupati, Tirumala resides here. But I have stuck to this convention throughout our series. So if you listen or read in other sources, so you have to keep that in mind. So we are talking about this is the Chakrayapeta town in the Papagni River, so number 12. Further south is the Galivedu Basin. This is the Chakrayapeta Basin. This is the Rayachoti Basin. Or Mandavya River, that is the tributary of Cheyeru River, flows there. So it's called Rayachoti Basin, Mandavya River Basin. Here we have put Muchukota range, Sesachalam and Palkonda. Palkonda range is here, that is the western side of Rajampeta Basin. Then you see Sesachalam range is here. Then Muchukota range is here. The northern part of Muchukota range is called Peddapapur village, where the Penna River plunges into the Penna River Basin. That means it called jumping or debouching from the RayalaSeema upland regions into basin region. That means the river falls. So these are the Rayalaseema uplands and so on. So these are the the broader. So if you look at this physiography, it tells fascinating things. The borders of this district here, the eastern border is the Velikonda mountain ranges, you see. The southern border, the western border is essentially Sesachalam mountain regions. And the southern portion of less subdued portion, that means not that much elevated portion of Yaramala becomes this portion. Nalamala region here become the portion. That's how when you look at the physiography, how the three-dimensional nature of the land is, you can get a lot about the history, geography, and culture. When Shivaji in 1677, during his Dakshin Ashwamedha Yatra or Digvijay Yatra, he was at Sri Shaila roundabout in April 1677. Then he took this route, Nandiyal Valley, then came to Kadapa. Then he took this pass that is called Guvalacheruvu Pass, came to Rayachoti, then descended into the Damalacheruvu Pass. The destination was going to Gingi, Vellore, and all those regions to conquer those territories and annex to Aswaraja territory. So the important point is if you notice the geography, that particular type of Digvijay Yatra maps to that. So that's how you can have a broader idea. Now we can go and look at the different perspective. Here we are not drawing the political borders. You can see here and we'll go through See, this is the Nandyal Valley here. And so Nandyal Valley, that's the Kundu River Valley, merges into the Kadapa Basin. Here you can see the Kadapa Basin here. Nandyal Valley, Kadapa Basin. This is the Pulivendula Basin here. This is, of course, the Yeramalas, the outlier Yeramalas, that is the railway Kondapuram branch. Kondapuram branch. This is the region between these two Eramalas is Mudanuru Basin. I have not mentioned here, but I have a separate video there. So this is the Kolimigunla branch of Yeramala Mountains. Of course, you can see here, this is the Parnapalle Balancing Reservoir, Parnapalle village. This is the Gandikota Reservoir. So you can see the Gandikota Reservoir here. So Tadipatri Basin, you can see. This is the Sesachala Mountains. This is the Palakonda Mountains. You can see these are the Yeram Nalamala Mountains. You can see here Nalamala Mountains, what is the height there? Around about 700 meters or so. The the Lankamala Mountains here 600 meters or so. Kadapa Basin is around about 145 meters. You can see the Chagalamari, the border of Kurnool district is 162 meters. So this is the basins, these are the mountains. You can see Sagileru River Valley, Badvelu Valley. Between this is the Nalamalas, this is the Velikondas, this is the Pormavilla town. The Badvelu itself is in the basin round about 114 meters. Keep in mind the Delhi is round about 250 or so meters MSL mean sea level. Chennapatnam may be round about to 10 meters or so. The Yeshwantpura railway station of Bengaluru plateau will be almost 1000 meters mean sea level, like Tirumala Devasthanam will be round about 950 or 1000 meters above mean sea level. You can see this is our Somasila reservoir. This is the Rajampeta basin or Cheyeru basin. You can see here Rayachoti Basin, Mandavya River Basin. You can see the Mandavya River joins the Cheyeru River. Here the Papagni River, this is the Chakrayapeta Basin, and the Galivedu Basin will be somewhere here. And you can see the Gurramkonda Mountains and Kadiri hill ranges of the RayalaSeema upland region. And this is the Renigunta Pass that is actually in the Tirupati district or Chittoor district. Just a few kilometers further north is the Kukkaladinne Pass that is actually in the Kadapa district, from where great Saint Annamaya used to trek the Shesachalam or Palkonda mountains to Tirumala shrine. So this is the Vempalli Gorge or Gandhi Gorge near Chakrayapeta. Here, this is the Idupulabaya basin. This is the Guvala Cheruvu Gorge. That is the gorge Shivaji took to come to Rayachoti, eventually to Rayavellur. The Rayavellur will be somewhere here on the Pala River basin, Rayavellur. That's the trip Shivaji took from Sri Shaila. During Sri Shaila is here, the Kurnool Sri Shaila. This is the Sri Shailam reservoir. So come to Rayavellur. So let's look at this particular map. We can see you start here. This is the Sri Shailam reservoir, Sandur Hills. This is the Tungabhadra reservoir. We can zoom up. This is the Nandyal Valley. You can very easily recognize it. And we'll see the railway line. The red ones is the railway line. So this is the Nalmala mountain range. This is the Lankamala. Lankamalas are north of Penna River. This is the Somasila reservoir. Of course, this is the Nellore. This is the Utukur. This is the Ganga Sagar Bay of Bengal. You can see what I call constantly Palkonda ranges here. You can see Sesachalam ranges here. So this is the Parnapalle Reservoir here, Sesachalam range here, and this is the Produttur town, this is the Kadapa town, this is the Gandhi Gorge, Gandhi Fort Gorge. Gandhi Gorge is this one, this is the Gandikota Gorge. So they are two different things. And this is the Mailavaram Dam, and you can see here, and Mandavya River basin here. So this is the Sagileru Basin, Nalamalas, Velikonda Ranges, Gidalur town. Railway station will be somewhere here. That you can see the Somasila Reservoir. This is the Rajampeta Basin, Sagileru Basin. This is the Renigunta Junction in the Swarnamukhi River Basin or Tirupati Basin or Chandragiri Basin. So there are different names from the same things we saw this one also. And to make the things complete, let's now go over this. You see, we talked about correlating the physiographic regions with the Polit- political regions. The physiographic regions give you much broader understanding of the boundaries, history, and so on. So this is the political map of Kadapa. Kadapa district is the gateway, is a very great district. The is the gateway to Tirumala Tirupati shrine. Kadapa or Gadapa means gateway, doorway in Telugu language. Krishna Devaraya made almost 10 trips to Tirumala. Each time with his entire royal retinue with deveries and queens, he used to halt at Kadapa, pay homage to. There is a small Venkateshwara shrine in the Kadapa town. That's why it's the Gadapa. And then go to Tirupati, Tirumala. So the Koduru, Rajampeta, Siddhavatamu, and Badvelu in this region. North of Penna, you have Jammalamadgu and Produturu regions. Southern Bhat across the Sesachalam, we have Rayachoti and we have Lakiredipalli, Pulivendula, of course, we have Muddanuru and so on. That is about the fascinating Kadapa district geographic, physiographic regions we discussed today, and I hope this will put you in the proper perspective and make you to understand the great heritage and culture of this fascinating district. This is presenter Dr. REddy. If you like the channel, you can subscribe it, and please do post your comments, and see you later in other presentations. Thank you very much. Dhanyavad.